men's and women's tournament, downtown Cleveland, Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. Seems like it's been there forever. What about that partnership and the event from the conference's standpoint?
You know, it's our 24th year here in Cleveland. We're the second longest running Division I conference tournament in the same venue in the country. We are so fortunate to have such good friends with the Cleveland Cavaliers and Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse, with the Greater Cleveland Sports Commission, and really this whole Northeast Ohio and Cleveland community that embraces us. And, you know, this is an event that everybody pencils on the calendar. It has a pretty healthy economic impact on Cleveland. We had a study a couple years ago done by economics folks down at Kent State University. We bring in or have an economic impact of about $6 million a year on a typical year. And so multiply that by 24 years, it's been a pretty good kick in the pants for Cleveland.
When you look at this event, there's a couple of things that you have now built out. One of them getting ready to get underway for the women, and one Friday for the men. Take us through what you're doing around the Mid-American Conference basketball tournament.
Well, there's a handful of things, and you did touch on them. One is an event that really is a build-up to us hosting the NCAA Division I Women's Final Four in another year. And it's an event we've called Wednesday is for Women. This will be our third year of hosting it. And we bring in a handful of women leaders in sport or in business, and essentially have a symposium around it. It's an afternoon event. People come in, the presenters all talk a little bit about their journey and their experiences, take some questions. For instance, we'll have the vice president from the Guardians with us. We have a U.S. Olympic pole vaulter. We have several other people this year that will be part of this. And we'll, in fact, have another one next year, right on the doorstep of us hosting that Women's Final Four. And then on Friday, we have what's called our block party, VIP block party. You know, it'll occur during the semifinals of the men's tournament. And it's a chance for people to come and enjoy some great hospitality, some raffle prizes, be in a special area within the arena. And if people are interested in that, they can go to rocketmortgagefieldhouse.com and secure tickets through that area, although I'll tell you, tickets are limited.
You mentioned the Women's Final Four. The Mid-American Conference and the Greater Cleveland Sports Commission have teamed up to bring national championships to town before. Take us through that partnership, why it's so important, and how excited you are to be hosting a Final Four at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse.
When I came to town, now going on 14 years ago, one of the things I set as a goal was to be aggressive and secure NCAA championship events. We simply have too good of a layout here in terms of facilities, where they're located, the things we have to do in downtown, not to try and take advantage of that. And so we've been aggressive, and I think this is our 9th or 10th NCAA championship event. When we get to that, it's you know, in the case of a Final Four, it's a pretty laborious process. It's a very lengthy bid you have to submit. They come in, they come to town, they check you out, they put you through your paces. And then if you're fortunate, you get invited as a finalist to go and present. In our case, we had to go to Tampa and gave a presentation. There were 5 or 6 of us that included people from the Sports Commission, ourselves, from our other partner, Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse, and some community people who have been very active with our local organizing committee and the events around it. And you go down there, and again, you put on your dog and pony show and make the case for why, in our case, why Cleveland would be just an outstanding place to bring the very best in women's basketball. And so we feel very fortunate. We'll be the second Women's Final Four we've hosted. I believe back in 2007, we hosted one as well. And it starts another cycle of championships that our conference, Sports Commission, and Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse will host. We host Women's Final Four next year in 2024. The following year, we'll have first and second round men's basketball tournament. And then in 26, we will again host the Division I Wrestling Championships. We had that just, it's 4 or 5 years ago now, maybe 6, that we hosted it. We still hold the record for the greatest attendance for the event and the highest revenue generated for the event. So we look forward to bringing our friends back to town, making new friends, and certainly the economic development that comes for the community as part of that.